Kanu joined Arsenal in 1999 from Inter Milan, and the Nigerian was a revelation at Highbury, helping the Gunners win 2 Premier League titles. Kanu scored 54 goals in 273 matches. Four-time African Player of the Year, midfield maestro. The man could do it all: score, assist, defend, pass, a jack of all trade. And the fact that he played deep line midfield and is on this list of top African strikers is a true testament to his brilliance. Yaya Toure scored 62 goals in 230 matches that he played for the Citizens. Mad numbers for a midfielder, and one of the best African players of all time in my opinion. Zaha had a difficult start in the Premier League, but never gave in, nor did he give up. His time at Manchester was a matter of right place, wrong time, but quality was something he always had. He just needed the right environment to nurture his talent. So a move back to his boyhood club materialized, and the rest is history. Wilfried Zaha is Crystal Palace's all-time leading goalscorer in the Premier League with 68 goals in 305 matches. The Ivorian is truly a Palace legend. Surely the longest name of any player on this list, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, could have been so much more had he stayed a bit longer at Arsenal. The Gabonese international was electric for the Gunners, a focal point up front and a true leader by example. Although he had a short time in England, he still managed to score 69 goals in 143 matches, which is not a bad return whatsoever. The king of the first touch, poetry in motion, wizardry personified. Just a few words to describe Riyad Mahrez, who plays the game with so much silk and intelligence. The Algerian had 2 successful spells at Leicester and Manchester City, with 5 Premier League titles under his name and scoring an impressive 82 goals in 284 matches. Feed the Yak was so underrated, and somewhat he still is. A true definition of a Barclays player, a cult hero for the teams he represented during the early 2000s. Yakubu netted 95 goals in 252 matches and is the 5th highest scoring African in Premier League history. Emmanuel Adebayor is an icon of the game, playing for the best teams. Known for not being so loyal to the soil, he was a journeyman, a quality journeyman at that. Adebayor began his Premier League career with Arsenal, banging in goals left and right before moving to rivals Man City. Infamously, he would score against Arsenal and celebrate widely, running the length of the pitch just to celebrate in front of his former fans. Shithousery at its finest. But besides all of that, he was an amazing player who could finish anyhow and had great link-up play. The Togolese scored 97 goals in 241 matches across multiple stints with different clubs and is one of Africa's best players ever. Drogba joined Chelsea in 2004 as somewhat of an unknown entity, coming from the French league with Marseille. But Chelsea's manager at the time, Jose Mourinho, believed so much in the player that it didn't matter what the critics said. That belief was repaid handsomely by Didier. Drogba became an important player in Chelsea, securing their first Premier League title in 50 years and then defending it. The complete striker had goals, assists, link-up play, great team player, could hold up the ball very well and had dynamite in his boots. Drogba became the first African player to score 100 goals in the Premier League. In total, he scored 104 goals in 255 games and is arguably Africa's best. Senegalese-born Sadio Mane arrived to the Premier League with Southampton, putting up man-of-the-match performances scoring the fastest hat-trick in the Premier League history to date and destroying big teams for fun with his amazing skill, vision and finishing ability, which earned him a move to Liverpool where he found further success. Mane scored 111 goals in 263 matches. Sensational output from a sensational player. Salah joined the Blues in 2014 from Basel, but it just didn't work out, and to be fair to Chelsea at the time, they had better options and they were winning. Mo Salah's second taste of Premier League football has been nothing short of special. Since his arrival in 2017, he has beaten every Liverpool player in the Premier League for goals, and he's not only just a goal merchant, he can be a playmaker as well as chipping in with assists. The Egyptian King is the only player still active in the Premier League and very much in his prime. Crazy to think that he can still push the record further. Salah is a generational talent and one of the best of his generation, and I think he is so underrated still. He has scored a staggering 167 goals in 275 matches, and he's on his way to GOAT status in the Premier League.